Dedication is not an emotion, it is a decision. Feelings come and go, but dedication is what remains when excitement fades, when applause stops, when no one is watching you. It's the commitment that says, even if I have to walk alone, I will not quit. Every dream you carry has a price tag attached to it, and that price is consistency. You can have all the talent in the world, but without dedication, it means nothing. Dedication is what turns potential into power, vision into victory, and purpose into reality. You see, many people start strong but few finish. The difference is not opportunity, it's endurance. When storms hit, dedication becomes your anchor. When life tests you, dedication whispers, keep going. Because success doesn't come to those who try once, it comes to those who stay when quitting feels easier. Dedication is not something that depends on how you feel in the moment, it's a deliberate decision you make every single day. Emotions are unstable, one day they lift you high, the next they disappear. But true dedication remains even when every ounce of motivation leaves you. It is the inner conviction that says, no matter what happens, I will stay the course. Dedication is the difference between those who dream and those who do. Everyone can start with excitement, but only those who choose discipline will finish strong. When you decide to be dedicated, you are making a promise to yourself that failure will not define you, that delay will not discourage you, and that difficulty will not destroy your drive. There are moments when the journey feels long and lonely. The world seems to reward instant results, yet real success is built in seasons of silence, where nobody sees your effort but you keep pushing. Dedication is forged in those private battles, when you wake up early, stay up late, and keep going while others rest. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Dedication is the quiet strength that keeps your feet moving even when your heart is tired. It's the unseen discipline behind every victory, the invisible force behind every achievement. Many people mistake motivation for dedication. Motivation is temporary, it gets you started. Dedication is permanent, it keeps you going. Motivation says, I'll do it when I feel like it. Dedication says, I'll do it whether I feel like it or not. That's the mindset of champions. They understand that greatness is not born in comfort but in consistency. You can't depend on how you feel, you must depend on what you've decided. Every time you show up when it's hard, you are proving your commitment. Every time you stay focused when distractions call your name, you are sharpening your destiny. Dedication demands sacrifice. It requires letting go of excuses, ignoring distractions, and choosing growth over gratification. It means saying no to what is easy so you can say yes to what is essential. You can't build anything meaningful without paying the price of commitment. People may doubt you, challenges may stretch you, and results may come slower than you expect, but dedication keeps you rooted. It doesn't seek validation, it seeks progress. It's the discipline of showing up again and again, even when no one notices, even when nothing seems to change. Dedication doesn't shout, it works quietly. It's the decision to stay faithful when no one is watching. It's the strength to keep your standards high when it would be easier to lower them. Dedication is not glamorous, but it's powerful. It transforms ordinary people into extraordinary examples of endurance and faithfulness. When you live with dedication, you stop chasing emotions and start building a legacy based on decisions. You begin to understand that success isn't an event, it's a lifestyle of consistent, committed action that never gives up regardless of how the circumstances look around you. Consistency is the hidden power that turns vision into victory. Every dream demands a price, and that price is paid in daily discipline. You can have talent, creativity, and ambition, but without consistency, those gifts remain buried. It's not what you do once in a while that changes your life, it's what you do repeatedly. Consistency builds credibility with yourself. It strengthens your character, sharpens your focus, and transforms effort into excellence. When you stay consistent, you send a message to life itself that you are serious about your purpose. Every repeated effort is a brick in the foundation of your destiny, and the stronger that foundation, the higher you can rise. Consistency isn't glamorous. It doesn't always feel exciting or inspiring. It often feels repetitive, uncomfortable, even boring. But that's where growth happens, in the daily repetition of small, faithful actions. The world sees the success but never the thousands of quiet days behind it. Greatness is not built in moments of inspiration, it's built in moments of discipline. You don't have to do everything perfectly, you just have to keep doing it faithfully. Progress isn't always visible, but it's always happening for those who refuse to stop. When you're consistent, you begin to master your craft. You learn through repetition what shortcuts can't teach. Each time you show up, you improve a little more. Each time you practice when no one's watching, you prepare for the moment when everyone is. Consistency shapes confidence. It's not confidence in luck or timing, it's confidence in your preparation. The person who stays consistent doesn't fear the challenge because they've been preparing in silence for it. They've done the work when it wasn't convenient, so when the opportunity comes, they're ready to rise. Life rewards those who can stay steady when things get difficult. Many people lose momentum the moment things stop being easy. But consistency means you keep sowing even when the harvest hasn't come. It's trusting the process when results are delayed. It's knowing that small steps, taken daily, will lead you further than giant leaps taken occasionally. You don't have to be the fastest, the strongest, or the most talented, you just have to be consistent enough to outlast everyone who quits halfway. Consistency is the bridge between potential and performance. It's the difference between dreaming and doing. When you are consistent, your actions begin to align with your goals, your habits start shaping your character, and your daily routine becomes a reflection of your future. The truth is, consistency multiplies effort. What starts as a simple routine becomes a lifestyle that naturally produces results. The person who keeps showing up, keeps learning, keeps adjusting, eventually becomes unstoppable. Every day of consistency is an investment that compounds over time, turning weakness into strength and dreams into reality through patience and persistence that never wavers no matter the obstacles that stand in the way. Endurance is what separates those who start from those who finish. Everyone begins their journey with excitement, but few have the strength to keep going when the path becomes difficult. Endurance is not about speed, it's about persistence. It's the quiet power that pushes you forward when everything around you says stop. Storms come to test what you've built, to see if your foundation is strong enough to handle pressure. When challenges rise, dedication is what keeps you standing. It reminds you that temporary pain cannot defeat permanent purpose. Endurance is the invisible armor that protects your dreams when circumstances try to destroy them. When life gets tough, most people look for an exit, but those who endure look for a way through. They understand that the process of endurance builds character. Every hardship becomes a lesson, every delay becomes preparation, and every setback becomes strength. Endurance teaches you patience, it humbles your heart while sharpening your spirit. It shows you that greatness isn't measured by how fast you reach success but by how long you can stay faithful in the struggle. Endurance is not a gift, it's a decision you make every time you refuse to give up. There will be moments when quitting feels easier, when the results seem distant, and when your energy runs low. That's when endurance speaks louder than doubt. It tells you to take another step, even if it's small. It tells you that pain is not permanent, that the storm will pass, and that your strength is being renewed in the waiting. Endurance doesn't mean you never get tired, it means you keep moving even when you're tired. It's not about never falling, it's about rising again and again. Endurance is the mark of every person who achieves greatness. The path to any meaningful goal is never straight. It's filled with obstacles, disappointments, and delays. But endurance transforms obstacles into opportunities. Every time you keep going when others stop, you separate yourself from the crowd. The world remembers finishers, not starters. Those who endure are the ones who turn pain into power and resistance into resilience. They don't allow life's storms to break them, they use those storms to build inner strength. When you develop endurance, you begin to see challenges differently. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, you ask, "What is this teaching me?" That mindset shift is what turns struggle into growth. Endurance molds your character, deepens your wisdom, and strengthens your resolve. It strips away weakness and reveals the warrior within you. Each trial becomes proof that you can withstand more than you thought possible. Endurance doesn't seek comfort, it seeks completion. It's the force that carries you from the excitement of beginning to the fulfillment of becoming. It's the proof that dedication is more than words, it's the daily decision to keep showing up no matter how heavy the weight feels or how long the journey seems. Dedication thrives on faith, not evidence. You won't always see results when you expect them, but faith keeps you steady when progress is invisible. Many people give up because they mistake silence for failure, yet the truth is that most growth happens in hidden places. Just because something isn't visible doesn't mean it isn't working. Seeds grow underground long before they break through the soil, and the same is true for dreams. What looks like stillness is often the season of preparation, where character, patience, and strength are being developed. Dedication anchored in faith doesn't need constant reassurance, it trusts the process even when nothing seems to move. Faith-driven dedication is powerful because it separates those who rely on sight from those who rely on conviction. Anyone can stay committed when success is visible, but it takes real belief to stay consistent when nothing is showing. That's where destiny is forged, in the unseen, in the uncertain, in the places where you have no evidence of progress yet keep moving forward. Faith teaches you to keep watering the seed even when the soil looks dry. It reminds you that time is a part of transformation and that patience is proof of true commitment. There will be days when you question everything, when your mind tells you it's not working and your heart feels weary. But faith allows you to endure those seasons without losing direction. Dedication built on sight collapses when results disappear, but dedication built on faith stands firm because it is rooted in purpose. You learn to trust that every effort, every silent hour, and every unseen step is shaping something greater within you. What matters most is not how quickly you see progress but how deeply you believe in what you are becoming. When your faith drives your dedication, you stop chasing outcomes and start focusing on obedience. You do the work not because you see immediate rewards but because you know your purpose demands it. You become unshakable because your motivation no longer depends on external validation. Faith gives your dedication endurance, it gives your effort meaning even when it feels meaningless. That kind of dedication doesn't quit when results delay, it strengthens when pressure increases. In unseen seasons, faith becomes your fuel. It whispers to your spirit when logic cannot explain what's happening. It tells you to keep believing, keep building, keep sowing, because the breakthrough you're waiting for is already being prepared. Dedication based on faith understands timing, that everything great requires a process, and every process requires patience. You can't rush growth, you can only remain faithful through it. Every invisible effort adds up. Every unseen step matters, and every moment of silence is shaping the person who will one day handle the success you've been preparing for all along through faith that refuses to fade and dedication that refuses to die. True dedication means pursuing purpose over comfort and applause. Many people are committed only when it's convenient, but real dedication begins when it's uncomfortable. It's easy to stay consistent when everything feels good, but the real test of purpose comes when you must sacrifice ease for excellence. Comfort will always tempt you to stop short, to take the easy way out, but purpose demands that you keep pressing forward even when it costs you something. Dedication requires a willingness to go through discomfort, rejection, and loneliness because your calling is more important than your convenience. The ones who achieve greatness are not the ones who chase attention, but the ones who keep working quietly while no one notices. When you are truly dedicated, you stop performing for approval and start performing for purpose. You no longer care about who is watching, you care about what you are building. Applause fades, trends change, but purpose remains. Comfort is temporary, but calling is eternal. Dedication to purpose means staying focused on what matters even when it's not popular. It means doing the hard things no one else wants to do, trusting that the reward of persistence will outweigh the pain of the process. Comfort may give you peace for a moment, but purpose gives you fulfillment for a lifetime. Dedication forces you to make hard choices. Sometimes it means saying no to opportunities that look good but don't align with your mission. Sometimes it means walking alone because others don't understand your vision. But every time you choose purpose over comfort, you grow stronger, wiser, and more grounded. You begin to realize that dedication is not about speed but about direction. You could be moving fast towards something meaningless, or you could be moving steadily towards something eternal. Dedication ensures you stay on the right path, no matter how rough the journey becomes. When you live for purpose instead of applause, you develop an inner strength that external praise can't provide. The approval of people can motivate you for a moment, but the conviction of purpose sustains you for a lifetime. Dedication doesn't need validation, it finds peace in obedience. The work you do in silence becomes the foundation of the success others will one day see. You start finding satisfaction in progress, not popularity. Every sacrifice becomes meaningful because it serves a higher cause. There will be times when your dedication is misunderstood. People might call you obsessed, too serious, or even unrealistic, but they don't see the fire that drives you. Purpose doesn't make sense to everyone, but it must make sense to you. Staying dedicated means guarding your focus from distractions and protecting your passion from doubt. It means choosing growth over comfort, persistence over praise, and consistency over applause. Because true dedication lives not for recognition, but for the fulfillment of purpose that outlasts everything temporary and fleeting around you, grounded in conviction that never fades no matter who notices or who doesn't. Greatness belongs to those who stay focused, committed, and unshakable through every season. Many people chase success only when it feels easy, but the reality is that true achievement requires unwavering focus. Distractions are everywhere, opinions, criticism, setbacks, and temptations, yet the person who remains dedicated doesn't let these derail their journey. Focus is the ability to keep your eyes on the prize even when the path is filled with obstacles. Commitment is the decision to stay on course, no matter how long the road stretches or how heavy the load becomes. Together, focus and commitment become the foundation for results that outlast time. Being unshakable means standing firm when the world shakes around you. Challenges will come, and they often come when you least expect them. People will question your choices, circumstances may seem unfair, and progress might feel invisible. But the unshakable person refuses to be moved by temporary difficulties. They know that storms are part of the journey and that their resilience is being strengthened with each trial. Dedication in the face of adversity separates ordinary effort from extraordinary results. It transforms struggle into preparation and resistance into resilience. Focus requires discipline. It demands that you say no to things that don't align with your purpose. It means choosing long-term goals over short-term gratification, and staying consistent even when instant results are unavailable. The distracted mind accomplishes little, while the focused mind builds empires. Commitment fuels this focus by ensuring that you don't abandon the path when it becomes uncomfortable. It is the quiet, persistent force that keeps you moving forward, even when progress is slow or setbacks occur. Together, focus and commitment create momentum that is unstoppable. Being unshakable also means trusting the process. Results may not come immediately, and success rarely follows a straight line. Yet those who remain steadfast understand that every effort, every failure, and every small step contributes to the larger picture. Patience becomes a companion to persistence, and endurance becomes a habit. The unshakable person learns to embrace waiting, knowing that timing is as important as effort. They work with consistency and faith, confident that their dedication is producing the outcomes that will one day become visible. The path to greatness is not glamorous. It is often lonely, requiring sacrifice and perseverance. People may not notice your effort, but that does not diminish its value. Focus keeps you aligned with your purpose, commitment keeps you moving forward, and being unshakable ensures that you do not waver in the face of difficulty. Over time, these qualities compound. Small, consistent actions taken with dedication and resilience become monumental achievements. Those who master focus, commitment, and steadfastness are the ones who rise above mediocrity, who turn vision into reality, and who leave a legacy that cannot be shaken by circumstance, opinion, or challenge. Every step taken with clarity, persistence, and courage builds a future that reflects not just ambition, but disciplined, unwavering dedication to becoming the best version of oneself.